Tony Gonzalez put forth a Hall of Fame-worthy career in the National Football League with the Kansas City Chiefs and the Atlanta Falcons. He certainly brought much of an impact to the tight end position, and he's a no doubt first ballot Hall of Famer. But he did put out an interesting quote that I would like to bring up, and I know that we have discussed a few times here on TYT Sports, but it should be brought to the forefront once again about just sports in general. Here was his quote, then we will discuss. Tony Gonzalez on ESPN, Pro Football Talk. Matt's an excellent quarterback, but he's not elite. He's this close. He'll get there, but he has some learning to do. Matt Ryan has put forth a tremendous career thus far, though he has not won the big game. He has not gone to the big game. And even with this past season, he dealt with a ton of shit that none of us want to deal with, especially when your teammates go down with injury, a la Roddy White, a la Julio Jones, among many others, Steven Jackson, to name a few. But now we bring up the fact of what is elite? What exactly is it? Dictionary.com's definition, here's what they state. The choice or best of anything considered collectively as of a group or class of persons. Persons of the highest class, only the elite were there. A group of persons exercising the major share of authority or influence within a larger group. Now, I look at elite and I read that, and I'm looking at the third one. That would be leadership. That would not be elite. If you are built up, and you are, if you grab your teammates' ears and they listen to you when you talk, that's leadership. You have respect in the clubhouse, you have respect in the locker room, you have respect in the huddle, on the court, field, pitch, whatnot. But in my opinion, the term elite is thrown around way too loosely. Should we deem elite the number of Super Bowl rings that a coach or player wins? Should it be the number of appearances? Should it be statistically, where they rank with passing yards, touchdown to interceptions ratios, goals scored within a certain amount of time, goals scored within a certain year, what have you, goals scored against a certain club? What are the scenarios, what are the situations that we deem athletes elite? Let me just state this. There are only so many spots on so many teams in their respective sports, and in order to make those spots, you, for one, and a player, professional athlete, has to be elite. They are elite amongst us. If they were to ever compete with us on a street ball court, an intramural, what have you, they would dominate. That is elite. Anyone who plays professional sports, no matter where it is, whether it's in Europe playing for a second-tier team, or it is in the NBA, they are elite. Absolutely. But why should we measure someone being elite based on those that I mentioned before, statistically, scenarios, what have you? In the NFL, only 53 players make the roster. In the NBA, 15. In Major League Baseball, 25. In professional soccer, 23. In the National Hockey League, roughly 23. Another way of looking at elite. Chris Sale last year had 14 losses for the Chicago White Sox. His ERA just bordered over 3. He had some of the about 214 innings pitched with a 1.07 whip. And not only that, his strikeouts were at 226. Another coach that we may not deem as elite, at least the public may not, but I, for one, am dispelling the argument of elite, but this coach should be considered one of the best, is Andy Reid. He coached the Philadelphia Eagles from 1999 to 2012. In those seasons, he went to the playoffs 9 times. 9 times. He went to the playoffs 9 times. He made one Super Bowl appearance, which unfortunately he lost, but now he is turning around a team like the Kansas City Chiefs. You can favor that with Jamal Charles coming back from a torn ACL. You can favor that with Alex Smith being inserted into the starting quarterback position. But why should we try to emphasize elite on a player or a team or a coach instead of just saying they're all elite? How about consistency? That would be a better way of thinking about it. No matter what sport you're in, if you are playing professionally, you are elite. So how do we think about this? You guys decipher it. I would love to hear from all of you. Thoughts where? Comment section below. And also do me a favor, subscribe to TYT Sports. I'll see you soon.